Hi, I'm Greg from RV Haulers. My wife has named this RV hauler Ranger, and I'd like to introduce you to him this morning. Ranger has 659,000 miles on him, and being a 2006, that's actually pretty impressive. It's hard to find these pre-emissions trucks these days. Most of them are dropping off the face of the earth because they've been worn out. Well, we found a nice one. Mechanically, this truck is in exceptional condition, as is the interior. And boring alert, Greg is going to do another slow video walking around a truck, so if you're expecting something super exciting, it's not going to happen. But if you're interested in this truck, I know you'd appreciate me going slow. Here we go. Let's go walk around Ranger. Ranger has, wow, a pretty cool moose bumper on the front. If that's something that doesn't turn your crank, of course we can pull that off and put on a standard Volvo bumper. Now the bumper, we spent some time on them, cleaning them up just to make sure that the condition was good. This is a heavy bumper, excellent quality. It's called a Bison, the manufacturer. And what I would myself do with this bumper, if you don't like this matte finish look, just zoom in here and show you what it looks like. It's not shiny. We can put some elbow grease to it, sand it, buff it, and turn that into a mirror finish. You'll also see that the previous owner, Mike, added some LED lights. I'll be honest, I would take those off. The headlight upgrades that we can do with David Dixon's xenon upgrades more than compensate for what's missing. The two headlights are in really good condition. I don't think they have to be sanded, but we do need to deal with fog lights. If you take a look, that one is clouded, it's been leaking. One here on the right I think could be sanded, but what I do see is I'm also seeing just some moisture drops on the inside there, so I think this one is leaking as well. The grille is good. Now remember, we're looking at a 9-year-old truck. If you compare this truck to perhaps Wilson, the white one sitting right there, you'll see that there's quite a difference. You know, the truck, just because of age, shows its age. Rock chips are, as usual, below average on the trucks that I find. So Mike explained to me that he bought this moose bumper just a while ago because he had a deer strike. So he had a deer come in, and you'll see that the deer came in kind of in the lower bumper section in here, and you'll see behind this hood that there was a crack back here that's been fixed. So there was some repainting done on this hood. We've got absolutely brand new Michelin steer tires. No miles on them at all. These are 24.5s too, so they're a larger tire. And let me show you some of the age on a 9-year-old truck compared to a newer one. So you can see on the leading edge of this fairing, there's some wear. And come and look down here. I'd take that boot brush off, don't worry. We see some of the scuff marks just from someone stepping up with boots on, and some scuff marks there too. Again, I'm just trying to show you that a 9-year-old truck versus a 3-year-old truck that we have in behind us that we're not looking at, quite a difference. We start to see a little bit bigger rock chips, and what's happened is those were probably really tiny ones, you know, like something like that before, but over time, little bit of rust in there starts to work away at the paint. These lower fairings are really nice. There's a couple more rock chips, one there and there. I don't see any. There's one that had been filled with paint, so that was touch-up paint in there. But I see very little on this. Now those brown decals, they look kind of cool. But if you'd like us to take those off, we can do that. Favorite place of mine to look at wear is here, and you'll see there's a small, just a little crack there, and some road rash. If you're going to put a bed back here, of course this step comes off. Michelin cores on the back, Michelin, and these as well are brand new rubber recaps. Now that is a recap, so that's been put on, but you know, it's the XDS2 pattern which matches the cores. So, and these are really nice tires. I would keep those for sure. Now the rims, they need to be polished in my opinion. See how they're kind of a matte finish there and shiny on the inside? They were Alcoa Durabrights, but 9 years, they're showing their age. When I look at this frame, there's 9 years old. So the rear end on this truck is a locker. Yes, nice score. I'll show you the back of the cab. We haven't done anything on the cleanup here, but you'll see there are rock chips on the back of the cab. If you were to put a drum box back there, you're never going to see them, so not an issue. We have 150-gallon tanks going way up underneath there. So the largest of fuel tanks are on here. Oh, and there comes Spy, one of my Hungarian sheepdogs. The older girl, Amy, is down in the yard there. There's Carrie coming back from her walk. No, the old girl is not my wife. It's our older white Poolie. So here, notice that we need to do some paint touch-up. I've got the Real Automotive paint that perfectly matches this paint color. And we're pretty good with our little bit of brushing, and I would be able to fill that in so that you'd have to be pretty darn close to see it. Oh, this isn't dirt, this is actually grease from when I washed them. Overall, I'm really happy to have found, you know, here comes Spy. Oh, and there he goes. I'm really happy. I think this is a real sweetie. And I'll take you inside next. So keyless entry, hit the button. You press it twice to do both doors. Non-smoking truck. Let me take my shoes off, hang on. Mike was a sock foot driver, so he took his shoes off. I see my usual wear on the steering wheel. Right, your hand's been sitting there, it rubs off the paint on those buttons. You can see some small spots on the steering wheel there. The dash is fantastic. This is an S-bar heater. This is a diesel fired engine preheater. Works. Hit the little button. What that does is it preheats the coolant in the truck. So a really nice sign that, you know, this truck has been warmed up ahead of time before cranking it. So, you know, has invested thousands of dollars to put that system in and keep the truck, you know, well warmed up before you turn it over. Taking a look at the rest of the dash, it's good too. So I would find there's a little imperfection, little scratch in that gray plastic. You know what I could have done is I can take these pieces off if you want me to. It's a bit of work, but I can take those pieces off and paint them, or you can. I don't know that I would do it for that one scratch though. Upper cabinetry, perfect. Well, I convinced Mike to give us the CB radio as a part of the buy, so that's included. I also asked for the microwave and got it. There's all our window coverings and curtains for the front window. Full set of manuals and some more. Those are the window coverings for the back. I don't know if you can hear it, but that background noise is the engine preheater running. I'll turn it off. Okay, back to my plastics tour. Since we're starting work on this truck, we've put our floor mats in, our minimizer. Mike had, because he was a sock foot driver, the shoes came off. He had a really nice piece of carpet back here to keep the carpet perfect. I just left it in. This one has more of a blue-gray interior color. I can't find anything wrong with the back. It looks like it's new. The back wall is perfect. Cushions are really nice. While I'm here, we'll do fridge. Now these are the seats that little handle there lets these seats turn and face rearward. The driver's one will go to about 90 degrees and the passenger one goes a little bit further, and I'll put the camera down and show that to you now. So there you go. There's the driver or passenger side, and that's about as far as the driver's side goes. Now he's got seat covers on these seats for a reason. They're leather, but the leather started to deteriorate and show wear. See if I can get these off. Hang on, camera down again. There. So both the driver and the passenger, the edges, you know, they just wore out. And I'm really surprised by that. I haven't seen ones like this with this level of wear. What's curious is look at the armrest. Like, it's perfect. So someone sitting here wore that out, but didn't wear this out, even in the smallest amount. I think just the leather must have been a poorer grade. The seats are heated, all the lumbars and whatnot. I think these seats, what I would do with them is I would put our new sheepskin covers over top of them. The foam is really good. It's perfect, but that leather is deteriorated. I would budget for putting the sheepskin covers over top. Oh, I got sheepskin seat covers for the arms now too that fit perfectly. So that would be my recommendation there. Some overall comments about Ranger. I love the D12 engine. It has been Volvo's bulletproof engine for years. I have no hesitations about driving this truck myself. This would be a truck that I would take on my holidays. The ZF Meritor transmission does very well. It's not an I-shift transmission that appeared in 2008, 2009, but man, it does fine. It's a no clutch on the floor, skips gears. One of the improvements that I would make to this truck is certainly to change out the rear end ratio. It's got that 373, and we're getting pretty good now at changing out that ratio to something like a 306 or 308. I think that would get us a really good fuel economy that we would be looking for, and still keep the engine inside the right inside the sweet spot of torque that this D12 likes to run in. If you're interested in this truck, you know how to find us. Our website is www.rvhaulers.ca. Let me know how you would like to have this one customized to pull your large fifth wheel trailer. Thanks for watching.